you could fuck off. I'm not getting in that thing. It would take a few years before I'm willing to climb into that sucker. But
so the other problem with conspiracies, just to get back to that for a moment, is the problem of anomalies. What do you do with anomalies? This is true in all science. No theory explains every single thing that's out there that we want to study. There's always going to be some like quirky thing that the main theory here that explains all these things here, it doesn't account for that. Mm-hmm. Okay, what do we do with that? Well, my joke is you assign it to a grad student. They let them figure it out. But what outsiders mistake is that, well, my theory explains this little anomaly, so therefore it should replace this theory. And so people like Neil and Sean Carroll, Lawrence Krauss, Michio Kaku has like 2 web pages. One, he has a link on his web page. If you have an alternative theory of physics, go to this page. So they go there, and it has, your theory has to explain all of these things over here that our theory currently explains, and your, whatever your said anomaly is. And of course they can't. So it's not that scientists are dogmatically closed-minded to the anomalies. It's that we can't explain everything, and you don't have to do anything with that. Just leave it there. Maybe eventually they'll pile up, and there'll be a new theory, like with Einstein's relativity. Okay, there's enough anomalies here, like the orbit of Mercury and a few other things, and so we have to modify Newtonian physics a little bit. Okay, that happens. But for the most part, like, and so conspiracies are filled with these things. Like the moment something big happens, you go back and, okay, but there's this weird thing here. How do you explain that? I don't know. We don't have to explain everything.
do you know that there's a growing movement that think that the space is fake?
Space is fake. No, this is different than the flat earthers.
Google hashtag space is fake.
Oh, no.
Hashtag space is fake is people that are so fucking stupid the flat earthers kicked them out.
Oh my God.
For real. Flat earthers kicked out the space is fake people. Space is fake is,
oh my God.
They're the most skeptical.
So what would be the upper atmosphere would be the edge of the
It's
universe?
all bullshit. It's all fake.
It's the end.
And it's tied in some weird way to religion, which is really interesting because even the flat earth people, there's a tremendous amount of them that are extremely religious, and they talk about the firmament and the Bible
right.
and the Bible, and that this is what's really going on, is that they're trying to keep us from the knowledge that God has created this place as a very special place.
Right.
And so by pretending that it's round, they somehow or another are controlling us. They're thinking that we're not exceptional and we're not lucky. Space is fake.
They're using a video from that Ryan Gosling's movie he just made about Neil Armstrong, the first man on the moon.
Yeah.
Just be like, this is look, here's proof. This is how they fake everything.
This is fake.
It's like they're making a movie.
Because
they're literally making
the way they made the movie that's evidence that it's fake.
because he's wearing it. I don't know if maybe this person doesn't recognize that as being Ryan Gosling right there. He's got a NASA suit on.
Maybe it's just a troll account. This is how NASA
be
fakes
that, yeah.
everything. This is the video I was talking about, guys. Now you know it's all a big act.
At Flat Earth.
Hashtag
You should,
space is fake. Click on space is fake, though.
This is what I'm on. I'm on the whole.
Yeah, but I
thread
mean, click on it because there's a bunch of other
Yeah, no,
ones.
I'm on that thread.
There's a tremendous amount of people that literally believe that space is not real.
Google a video of how Buzz Aldrin and how he deals with the no moonies, that we never went to the moon. There's a video of Buzz Aldrin punching a guy.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
That guy, I had dinner with that guy.
You did?
The guy he punched, yeah. I was a firm believer that we never went to the moon.
You were?
Yeah, this is what happened. I watched that Fox documentary, The Moon Conspiracy Theory, Did We Go? And I was like, holy shit. Because it was on television. And this was 96, 97. I remember I went to work and I told everybody, you got to see this documentary. It's crazy. We never went to the moon. And I watched that one, and I watched this guy's, what is his name?
Bart Seibel.
Bart Seibel.
Oh, yeah.
So I had dinner with him. He absolutely believes that we never went to the moon. 100% believes it. I don't know if he still believes it. I think he's like a cab driver or something now. He was involved in the news or local television or something like that, back where he's from. Then he released a documentary called A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Moon. And in his documentary, one of the things he did have is some really interesting footage of the lunar module, where it looks like they're faking a shot of them being really far out, but then when they remove the covers from all the windows that were inside the lunar, not the lunar module, what is the one that the orbiter? It really looks like they're in low Earth orbit. And this is like the main thing pointing to that, like they couldn't get out of low Earth orbit. Then there was also the fact that they lost all of the telemetry data, which was the binary, the ones and zeros that show the position of the lunar module at every stage. There was a bunch of different things. The fact that no one wanted, especially Neil Armstrong, he became a recluse, never wanted to talk about it. You go and watch the press conference. The press conference, they look very shady. Look like they're completely full of shit.
Buzz Aldrin's not like that. He talks to everybody.
He was a drunk for a long time, though. He was very depressed and became an alcoholic after the moon landing. And the idea is that in conspiracy circles, if I'm talking as them, the idea is that he got over it after a while and needed to make a living, and now he talks about it constantly.
Okay. All right.
But Neil Armstrong never did. The thing that's compelling is that there's some faking going on. If you look at Gemini, was it Gemini 15? Michael Collins, there's an image of Michael Collins when they were testing some of the space walking stuff and some of the things that they would do to walk outside of a spaceship. They had them all strapped up with cables, and they're just experimenting with these things. They took that photograph and then blacked out the background, probably some overzealous PR agent. And
you mean when they're like in the pool in Houston?
This is it right here. Oh. So what it is like, so the first one is clearly he's in a studio and they're working on things and just trying to understand how all this stuff works. And the second one, they took the exact same photo and just reversed it and blacked out the background. And but this that doesn't mean that they didn't go to the moon. That just means that someone got a hold of some photographs and faked it. And it's way more likely that there was more of that going on than that people didn't actually go to the moon, right?